Sub Club. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Mike this time.
I'm Brian, I think.
Wow, I feel bad for your mother naming you Brian.
We're gonna get all the Brians in the comments.
Yeah, we are. Because that was a very common name back in the early 90s. Because if I was going to be a boy, Brian was, I think, on the list for me or something.
Oh, God.
I'd rather have Brian because it's not that common anymore than Mike. How many Mikes do you hear all the time? Mike. Hey, Mike. Mike.
Okay.
All the
Okay,
Mikes and
this isn't
Brians
what
are
we're
gonna
doing.
line up.
Michelle.
I'm going to cut all this out. Just please stop. Okay. Okay, so over the past couple of months, many of you guys have seen that on our Facebook and Instagram page, we have been putting out pop culture debate polls. And we thank you guys so much for putting in all of your input. All of your input is right here in this bag. So what we're going to do is we are going to be picking 4 of them today that we've done over the past several weeks, past couple months, and we're going to, I guess, duke it out between us. I'm going to wait until we're done with each one, and I will reveal what the result was that you guys either did on Facebook or Instagram. They don't know the results. I'm the only one who does.
Can I physically harm him? He said duke it out, right?
No, not like that, Brian.
But you guys can show passion, emotion, everything. Let's make this interesting.
Emotion isn't needed unless you're
Yeah,
emotion.
no screaming.
I swear to God, if one of them is if the
Just stop. Just stop.
I already can't get it
so
out.
the reason why I'm the only one who knows the results is because we don't want everyone to know, so everyone doesn't have that stream towards what their
That
answer
bias.
is. Yes. Okay. The first one is gonna be Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. That is our first one for the pop culture debate.
So this is more for me then.
It doesn't matter.
I go with LeBron James.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, mostly because of Space Jam.
Yes. Hashtag Space Jam. Where's LeBron's Space Jam, Brian?
It's coming,
Coming
I
out next
guess.
year.
I can't wait.
So he's gonna have a Space Jam. If we're going off purely sports, Michael Jordan has more championships, but I think LeBron's a better player. Now, it's not saying that Michael Jordan isn't a good player. He's the greatest of all time. But LeBron James is a better, stronger, faster version of Michael Jordan.
He's the Michael Jordan for now.
Yes, he is this era's Michael Jordan.
Who's better? Who's the greatest player though out of both of them, or who's better?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I think the greatest player of all time is Wilt Chamberlain. The two of them, I think it's LeBron James.
You think?
Mm-hmm. He's bigger, faster, stronger. The only thing that Michael Jordan has over him is that he's a better defensive player. Because that's not going to be true until after next year, where that's only going to be true until next year, because when this season's over, which LeBron James, this is March 30th that we're filming this on. Today it came out that LeBron James is not playing any more of the rest of the season for the Lakers. No, it's because they're already out of the playoffs and he doesn't want to play anymore. He wants to start filming Space Jam.
I'm not a basketball fan, so I'm for neither. But here's my question. Would you say that in the profession of basketball and how they've carried themselves, would you say one of them is acting more professional than the other and one is less cocky than the other?
LeBron James.
Which way? That he's
LeBron
the more cocky
James.
one?
No, he's more professional.
Really?
He's never had a controversy. The only controversy that he's ever had was leaving Cleveland twice.
But he came back and he did what he said he was going to do.
He bought
So
us a
you wouldn't say
championship.
that
Michael
he's
Jordan.
cocky?
One second. Michael Jordan. He ruined a team for, I believe it was it 2008 when Derrick Rose was drafted?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I have Jesse over here. I believe it was 2008 when Derrick Rose was drafted for 10 years the Bulls sucked because of Michael Jordan. Because he ruined it. He basically ruined that team. He had a gambling issue, which there are theories where it was the people that Michael Jordan didn't pay that killed his parent, that killed his dad. That's a very unfortunate thing, Michael, and I'm sad for your father because he did drown. But there's theories out there that say it was because of his gambling that killed his father. So if we're going off of that, it's LeBron James. LeBron James has been a good father. He's been a good husband. I mean, his kid's about to go into college, and he's about to do a one-and-done year and then go play with his dad. Like, he's crazy. Don't talk to me about sports.
I learned so much
Well,
about
that's
sports
okay.
from you,
This
Brian.
is what I would like to do with this. So
So,
I'm going to reveal now what the results are. So we had 20
It's
votes
gonna be Michael Jordan.
total. Michael Jordan and LeBron James actually tied. There was 10 for Michael Jordan, 10 for LeBron James.
Makes sense.
Facebook, we got 11 votes in. 5 was for Michael Jordan on Facebook, 6 was for LeBron James. Instagram, we got 9 votes. Michael Jordan got 5, and LeBron James got 4.
Ooh, OBJ. Do we get to pick from there and then you read?
Well,
We
no,
pick and I hand it to you?
if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, so my pick is LeBron.
Contribution. Here it is. That's going to be the one.
Okay, let's see.
We're just gonna hear you talk.
Well, it's gonna be.
Okay, this is
Ooh.
classic Disney versus Pixar.
I'm just going to sit back here for now.
You guys can.
It's that classic Disney. I feel is that there was a little more that went into it, but I will say this about Pixar is that Pixar has given us a little bit more realistic body types with some of the newer stuff like Moana, but we also have the realistic body type with Nani in Lilo and Stitch. So, you know, when it comes to your main, well, not main, but when it comes to some of your lead female characters, in the classic Disney, you get a lot of the little itty bitty ways that just wouldn't work in real world proportions.
Can I ask what the parameters of classic Disney is?
Classic Disney, we're talking 2D animation. 2D animation.
So just all 2D animation.
Pretty much, there hasn't been anything out since
like the
2000.
classics.
Since
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog, I believe, was the last 2D animation movie.
Because the way that I look at Disney, I look at Walt, and then I look at Eisner, and then Pixar.
It's true. You can look at it that way.
If I'm looking at it that way, I'd probably say it goes Walt, Pixar, then Eisner for me. But if we're going purely classic versus Pixar, I'd go classic over Pixar. So you're talking about the classic style of animation. Then.
Yes.
Okay.
It can be honestly any way that you perceive it to, also in a way.
I go classic.
I like the classic because I feel it takes more talent to actually draw the stuff compared to, oh, I'm going to do it on the computer. I'm just going to click here, and then pull.
It takes a lot of talent to do it on the computer, too.
But I feel
It
it takes
does.
more talent to do it by hand.
Well, the
draw.
animation movements, at least, to make them move. It takes, you know, it's a little bit, I think, a little easier to do it when it's the 3D animation of Pixar, because you can click the mouse to make it move. But
And once they got their, like, templates, if you want to say, in the computer for Pixar,
yeah.
they are, they're pretty good for, like, a good section of, like, the movie. And even when they go in their sequels, yes, every time they make them better.
Yeah.
Quality and technology has advanced. But
The way that I'm looking at it, I'd say that my favorite movies have come out of the original animation.
Classic.
When it
I
comes
think
to
so,
Disney.
too.
Yeah.
Like, people will crap on this movie for years and years, but I loved Hercules.
So good.
That was really good.
It's a great movie.
It's the best.
We also have The Rescuers, which is your favorite.
I like the Rescuers.
Lady and the Tramp, all that good stuff. I feel like the movies themselves were better.
Beauty and
Pixar,
Storyline wise?
yes.
Or? Okay.
I think Pixar. Oh, that was a good one.
Oh,
I think
Pixar
Pixar.
has good stories too. They've pumped out some pretty good ones that they've gotten a lot of awards out of in recent years.
I feel like their shorts are better than their movies sometimes.
ooh,
Like Bao for The Incredibles 2
wow.
was
God. Oh,
when
God.
when she ate the dumpling. Which spoiler, by the way, when she ate the dumpling, I was like, oh my god, she just ate a kid.
Killed him.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And then for the first one for Toy Story was when the dude was playing chess against himself.
Yeah.
I feel like those were better storylines than the actual Pixar movies. Now Up, nothing beats Up. Up is a great movie.
I think Moana was really good as far as Pixar goes.
That's not Pixar.
That's
Disney.
Disney.
Animation when they're letting their computerized more. Yeah. See, I know that's the thing too. That like
people think that 3D animation, like I thought,
Yeah.
was Pixar.
I
Isn't
say
Frozen.
Frozen is
animation
Disney
too?
animation,
Okay.
same as Zootopia.
So yeah, not even Pixar doesn't have that many great movies. Like I think the best movie that they made was Cars.
Yeah.
I love Cars. It's a crap movie, but I love
So
it.
good. Jesse, what say you?
Classic Disney or Pixar?
2D animation versus Pixar animation.
Duty.
Okay.
There it is.
I used to call it Classic Disney, so let's see what goes on. So we got 22 votes for this. It was also a tie.
Jesus.
11 with Classic Disney and 11 with Pixar.
Make up your
Facebook
mind.
had 13 votes. We had 6 for Disney Classic, 7 for Pixar. And then for Instagram, we got 9 votes, 5 for Disney Classic and 4 for Pixar. Your turn to pick now.
Damn.
Rats.
Rats. We gotta talk about Dracula at some point. Sorry.
Random.
Then one of
Okay.
go ahead.
Which board game ruins friendships more, Monopoly or Risk?
Risk.
I've never played
Monopoly.
Risk. So
See if you
Oh, here we come.
Monopoly.
Here he comes.
Simply Monopoly.
You want
You
to get
can-
in
if
it?
you wanna join
You want to
this-
get in it?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, get in
So
it.
tell the camera.
Monopoly. All damn day
I'll
long.
go with Risk.
Phenomena.
See, I've never played Risk.
Risk.
I know it's a very long game as well, too, isn't it?
Yes.
It takes a lot of time and effort to
I have Captain America Civil War Risk right back there.
Oh God.
Civil War one wasn't good. That wasn't a good version of Risk.
But no, if you want a game that destroys friendships on the board, it's Monopoly because you really don't know your friends until you're in debt and they're like, I just want all your properties.
So you got
everything you have.
You got to play Deadpool Monopoly
Oh,
because
it's so fun.
instead of it being the
I didn't know
instead
it
of
was
being the electric company and the water company, it's low blow and Swift's Kick or something like that.
Oh,
One,
God.
you get $100 from the player that has the least money, and the other one you can take a property.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, it's
It's
much
actually-
worse, and I love
It's
it.
so funny.
I love Monopoly. I'll put it out there.
We know
I
this.
love
I think it
Monopoly.
depends.
Yeah, you love Monopoly
on
until
the-
you lose everything
how,
to me.
how your level of friendships. So like back in high school, my friends and I were nerds, and we'd have that period of time for testing where we could, we were there in like 2 hours or something.
Mhm.
We'd play Risk.
Oh, that's
Oh,
terrible.
we play
Oh.
Magic.
Oh.
It was
You're totally out of frame, just letting you know. If you really want to
Wait.
beat it, you have to duck down.
See, here's another reason why I love Monopoly so much is because there's so many novelty Monopolies.
There's
This
so
is
many
true.
of them.
Like last year I got
Lord of the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Rings.
You have Lord of the Rings,
I have
do.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon
I got her
Monopoly.
Sailor Moon.
I like
have
the one that's here and now because Jacob's Field is on it and Disney World.
I have Farmopoly, OSU-opoly, Cleveland Monopoly.
Electronic Banking Monopoly.
There's that one.
See, I
There's
feel like that's not as fun though, because you don't,
Don't
have
ask
all
me
the
how
people
fast I
money.
got this pulled out of my... Moving on.
there's just different Monopolies when there's just one Risk. I feel like
They've
I
made
feel
so
like-
much money over they've made so much money over Monopoly by making all these types.
I mean, there's even Star Wars where they have the collector's editions where you have all the little tokens, and if you just want to get the tokens, I mean, who would have thought that you'd have a token of General Grievous? You have a mini statue of General Grievous.
Yeah, it's great.
That beats.
General Kenobi.
See, this is why I think Monopoly's better, and Risk will ruin more lives.
Well,
Risk ruins your lives.
Monopoly
Monopoly
also
just ruins your friendship for like
has-
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also
Unless somebody
have
flips the shit.
easier
Yeah?
times getting the license.
I'm done playing.
Monopoly
I
gets
don't want
easier?
to play. If
Why?
someone hits
Well,
that,
the
I'm
licensing
done.
issues for
You
Monopoly
hit it. I was out of money.
to do all those like
I
Star
quit.
Wars and everything is easier.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Why is it harder for Risk to get all the
don't
licensing?
know.
Is it because no one likes Risk? I don't
Yeah.
know.
It probably
Probably.
doesn't have as
I
much
think-
money as Monopoly.
Yeah. Because Monopoly, they just license everything.
They're like
You
Lego.
noticed it.
Right, because Monopoly is more popular amongst everybody.
That too.
Has
Yeah.
Monopoly also been around longer?
I think so.
Probably.
Fact check time.
Alright, so
I
Well, I'm
believe it
doing that.
was.
I'll give the results.
I'm gonna guarantee though it's gonna say Monopoly.
Monopoly.
So we got 18 votes in all, 16 for Monopoly, 2 for Risk.
God, that's terrible.
Facebook, there were 10 votes, 8 for Monopoly, 2 for Risk. Instagram, there were 8 votes, 8 for Monopoly, 0 for Risk.
How long?
Okay, so Risk came out in 1957.
Oh.
Monopoly
that-
came out in 1935.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really
Big difference.
Pick our
Jesse,
last
you want
one.
to pick one up? Alright, Brian, you
Go
pick.
for it.
Make it a.
By the way, this is Jesse. In a future video, you'll see what he's here for.
Okay, so this is gonna be our last one, because we're just gonna do 4. Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
good?
yeah.
Okay. Which do you like better, comic book live action or the animated series for comic books?
Comic book live action.
Animated series.
I'd say animated too.
Depends.
I say honestly because when we were younger, I wasn't watching all the live action ones. I was saying like animation from when I was younger, and now it's just all live action, and I haven't even paid attention to any animated series, which is, I know some people get very probably like heated over that because some people say how good some of the animated series are.
Right, it comes down to Marvel has the live action locked down,
Yeah.
because DC's got the animated locked down.
See, this one's trouble for me because the live action Marvel movies and some of the DC movies. Aquaman was good, and so was Wonder Woman and Man of Steel.
Right. Oh god. And Batman, Superman.
Batman, Superman sucked.
Yeah.
Leave my
really
house.
What?
You can leave.
It's fine. I'll do it after the video.
Goodbye.
But they also had better animated series, because if you read the comic books, you think of Kevin Conroy when you're reading his Batman. You think of Mark Hamill when you're the Joker.
Yeah.
But if you go to Superman, you don't use the only Superman that you usually think of is whoever's playing him now, or Christopher Reeves. With
Have they even done like an animated series solely on Superman recently?
Yeah, they have.
They
Okay.
did the late '90s.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's not really recent.
But recently,
That's recent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
It's more Justice League.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
haven't seen that much animated Marvel things anyway.
They're all.
When we were little, Spider-Man was big.
Oh
when we
yeah,
were
I remember
little.
that. And the X-Men.
well, there's the ones on Toon Disney XD, or whatever
Well,
it's
the
called now.
Marvel was huge back
Giants.
back in the '90s when everything when it was all owned by Fox.
Yeah.
They did Spider-Man, X-Men.
Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer.
Yeah, you already beat me to it. They did the Incredible Hulk. They did all that stuff, but it wasn't catching any traction until they got X-Men.
Yeah.
That's why this is a very I won't say bad question for it, because there's different levels. Like X-Men Evolution was great.
God, that was the best one.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That was an awesome thing. But if you go through all the X-Men movies, they're all pretty much like nah until you get to Logan.
They scratched the itch.
Yeah.
Like they're
Logan
right there,
was
but
good,
if you I mean even Wolverine and the X-Men was a great series.
It was.
Well, what owns up better to the comic books, animated series or live action?
Animated series.
Yeah,
Animated
animated
series.
If it's owning up to we're talking about owning up to the comics, animated series.
You can fit
Yeah.
more because you have the episodes. You can fit more
Yeah.
That
into
and they
it.
can stick more true to the comic books.
Yeah, you have 10 episodes that are like 25 minutes apiece,
Yeah.
and you could put more backstory into it and more character development compared to, oh, hey, here's 2 hours.
Yeah.
With movies,
2.5
the more you stuff into it, the more crowded it gets. Look at Spider-Man 3.
That's why there's 22 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have drawn this out for 11 years now, and now it's finally culminating where, I mean, even when they did Avengers Infinity War, not everybody got a lot of lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
Captain
have
America,
Sufficient lines, though.
Captain America and Bucky and Black Panther, they were pretty much left out to dry. That's why in
Their
this,
line was a sneeze or something.
Pretty much.
that's why in Endgame is going to be, it's all going to be Cap and
God, I can't wait.
Well, half the people are gone.
Oh.
exactly, they're all gone now, so now they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Who was
Okay, so we got 9 total votes. This was at the very beginning when we were doing these polls, so we didn't get as many. 7 for live action and 2 for animated. So probably more people just are watching the live actions now, but that might not be true. So I don't want to
Yeah,
say
it wasn't cool to be a geek in '90, and then
Now it's super cool.
geek,
So
geek
Facebook,
chic.
Facebook, we got 4 votes, 4 for live action, 0 for animated.
Yeah.
Instagram, we got 5 votes, 3 for live action, 2 for animated.
I'm disappointed.
So thank you to everyone who went and answered these polls. All the other ones that we did, don't worry, they'll be coming up in other videos. So anytime that you guys see we have a poll on or questions, make sure you guys communicate with us, participate, because we want to have your viewers' thoughts, ideas, what you guys think, and your input in these videos too.
We want to know.
Anything else to add?
Yeah, when you go to the zoo, the barriers and the fences are for a reason. Don't cross them.
Good.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's our PSA for the video.
PSA, Brian.
Okay.
No shit. I was trying to make it funny.
Okay, see you guys on the next pop culture. See you on the next pop culture video debate. Bye.
Bye.